Welcome dear fellow recruiters, this is Suman Pachigulla here, and I always wish a wonderful career to all of you. Now if you're thinking that is AI is going to take your job, is AI is going to be in the competition when you're looking for a new job or in your promotion, I have done my analysis and I'm going to share my views that implementation of artificial intelligence and automation in recruiting industry, how it is going to impact our life, recruiters' life. If at all it is being impacted, what is that we should do and where exactly it is? Is it good for us or it is really not good? I'm going to share my views and you can take your decision after that. Let's go back and check it out. Now here I have mentioned three things. That is, one is the AI and automation, its inclusion to our process and what we should be doing when AI is already there, and what is that we do overall. It's the AI's duty, recruiter's duty, and our thing. Okay, so just stay tuned in this video to identify all these things so that you are not going to left out. Let's get in, right? And if you are working in a company since pretty long time, that you know what is that AI is currently doing. So introduction of AI and automation, the softwares we are seeing the ATSs and CRMs, it is helping recruiters to do their task more effectively, meaning recruiters can go through the resumes pretty fast and pick the best. So we don't have to go each and every resume. It can help in that way. And what else? AI can help us match better resumes, how its algorithm is set in such a way according to our expectation, how we wanted it to do it, and it can analyze the profiles and match with the job requirements, and it can give us the profiles. And what else? It can improve the candidate's experience, because how the candidate feels during the process of application till onboarding, that makes a bigger difference in who are the people really going to work with you and they're going to refer. So many things it goes on, right? The personal preferences. So at that place, if your company is using chatbots, and let's say overall if there is a chatbots, AI based chatbots are there, and let's say someone is coming to your job requirement to your website, and the small chatbot comes in and says, okay, this is so and so from this company, do you have any questions for us? How can I help you in regards to this open job? Now that is going to be more engaging with those people, new people. Okay, now what is that? It will help us giving insight from the data. AI can review large number of data, it can analyze, that can help us make a better decision, right? As a human being, we primarily can gather data, but to analyze, right, for predictive analysis, what could be the better, focusing on current trend, focusing on current productivity, where we can stand, what kind of changes we need to do. So that kind of thing AI definitely is helping at this point of time. And as the AI is growing, more evolved products are coming, it definitely going to add value to the recruiting industry. Now here, fairness. What is fairness? If you see, if we are, as a human being, as a recruiter, when we are screening resumes, sometimes we do not like people for some preferences, right? When it comes to AI, it really doesn't have that sort of biases, and it can give a fair chances to everybody, whoever is really capable and can do the job. When there's a human intervention is there, definitely it is according to their preferences when screening the profiles, initial screening. Okay, so there it avoids the human bias. Then what else? Initial scroll screening. Now, as a recruiter, we got to call so many people, and sometimes it goes to the voice message, sometimes it's a wrong number, sometimes so many things happens, but we as an individual need to dial those numbers, right, all the time. But what if there is an AI, there is a software which can do initial screening? Okay, oops, what is this happened? Yeah, which can do its initial screening, meaning pre-screening thing as well. And whatever the work that we are doing as a recruiters are doing, which are monotonous, which we say it is boring, which is a repetitive tasks, that can be automated. All right, and follow-ups. Now, if we have submitted candidates long ago, if in a company there are hundreds of recruiters are working, there are hundreds of candidates are already sitting in their databases. Now how we can make effective use of that particular data? Those candidates who already worked with us, they know about us, so This AI may help us connect with passive candidates, be in touch with them, and keep on updating where we are. And who knows, one fine day that passive candidate might get interest on particular job, or maybe want to refer somebody else, right? And job related tasks. Artificial intelligence, that software can write job ads if we set the parameters, and it can post the job as well. And what else AI can do for us? It can onboard, meaning all the post offer formalities that can be automated, and the initial communication, the follow-up emails, everything that can get automated. Now imagine all of the things that we as a recruiter doing, how much time taking these are. So because of the AI tool, we definitely can save a lot of our time, right? Imagine all of the things that we were doing manually is now happening by a software, and it is saving a lot of our time. In that case, what do you think a recruiter should do? You got my point, right? So whatever the inclusion of or adoption of AI or automation there in recruiting industry, it definitely going to help recruiters to do things in more efficient manner. And at the same time, it definitely require for the recruiter to also change and go with the change and upgrade themselves. And what exactly that I'm talking about when recruiter has to change? Now, is AI can take recruiter's job? Because these are the things, right? Posting, sourcing, screening, calling, evaluating, this is what we do. Now, if that is what an AI does, what should I be doing? So this is what I will be doing. This is what you will be doing. So no need to worry about it. So never ever worry whether is at this point of time in near future that your job is going to be taken away. Why? Because let me show you here. Building relationship, right? If you got to build relationship with whom? With your team, with candidates, with the hiring manager, with your contacts, with your clients. Definitely you are not going to send a link and you want the chat bot to initiate the conversation, right? So this is what the requirement that only a human being can fulfill. So for building relationship, a recruiter is definitely required to take a final decision to selection. Now all those resumes came to you after screening and after doing all the evaluation. What are the candidates should go to the client? What are the candidates should go to your manager? What are the information is required? What are the documents? How do you screen documents? At this point of time, there are a lot of fake resumes are floating around. How do you know that which are good, which are bad? For that evaluation, a recruiter is required. And for empathy, what is empathy? Human relationships are one of the things that AI lacks at this point of time, right? Now, while humans build relationship over time, growing empathy for one another. So, as we speak to the candidates from the initial stage to the end, so that's what a bond gets created. And once the bond gets created, then we get into each other, and that's where it comes in that how urgent a requirement for an individual, how we as a recruiter can help that individual. That's what I'm talking about, empathy. And AI could never hope for a human being to get a job, because it really doesn't have anything to do with whether the client hired the candidate or did not hire, whether you placed the candidate, you did not place the candidate. It just follows some process, and that is what it is all to do with, right, people? So what do you think? Do you think your job is in jeopardy? Do you think you're going to lose your job? Stay tuned. Selling a job. What is selling a job? AI, right? Artificial intelligence technologies are quite skilled in matching up the required skills to the experience put on the resume, right? That is what the matching does. Thus, what is that? Pinpointing the best candidates for a job. So it matched the requirement to the profile, and it has given that, okay, this particular profile might be matching. However, it takes a whole lot more actual convincing part to someone to apply to the job. It's okay, everything is all good, but how you are going to convince an individual, a human being? A bot cannot do it, you got to do it. And persuasion. Persuasion. What is persuasion? Let's say the candidate got multiple offers, and you know that candidate can do the job, and you know according to your conversation that your company, your client is best for the candidate. Now AI cannot do that. It is a human who need to persuade the individual to take a decision that yes, your whatever the decision you are going to make. Apart from that, if you think of our organization, this is how it is going to benefit you. It could be for culture, it could be for growth, it could be for benefits, it could be for money, whatever it is, because you know what the individual needs, right? So that thing AI lacks. Influence the process. Now, influencing a process is something very much important, let me tell you. So AI cannot influence the process or challenge the job specifications. Whereas human recruiters can do this, and very often by consulting to the client's expectation. And you understand more about what the business needs, and this may be broaden the criteria of the right hire for them. What does that mean? It means you had been working on a requirement since pretty long time, but you are facing some kind of challenges. How you are going to escalate that information to the next level, and how you can understand the requirement from the client in such a manner that you know what could be done in the cultural fit. What kind of person as a human being, what kind of human being they want. In the paper, yes, they want all these things in the paper, but end of the day, the human being is going to do the work. So what kind of human being? It is we as a recruiter who can only do that, not AI does it. Love and passion. What is that? In a job, the love and passion, that is what is going to require for it to grow and make money. You just cannot have multiple softwares and bots sitting and your business grows. No, it is about a love or passion that and interaction with individuals and people that attracts, that gets the referrals. They give us opportunities and we help them get a job. We help clients fulfill their opportunities. It all require the love and passion of a human being in what they do, and that's what AI misses. And this is a human industry. Recruiting is a human industry, and AI is more of methodical and based on data, right? Whatever the algorithm, whatever the code you write, and according to that, it is going to use the data, and according to the data, it takes its own way of doing things and executing its whatever the commands are there. Now in recruiting, what is that? It is a human-based industry. It's a people-to-people, human-to-human, and that is the reason we recruiter will always be involved in this sector. Without a human involvement, it is very difficult to complete this process, at least for some time. So we do not know after 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years, things may change. But I do not think that when it comes to making a decision, when persuading people or getting referrals and gaining the trust, it's a human being is required. It's you required. Everybody like you, everybody required in this industry. It has to be successful. Understood? Very good. Now, it is necessary for a recruiter to change? Do you think you need to evolve? And whatever you have heard so far, do you think it is definitely an opportunity for us to grow to the next level? Right? So it is the challenge, it is the challenging moments that makes an individual to go to the next level and identify their best potentials. So for that, any recruiter currently who is interviewing or want to stay in this industry, here are a few things for you people. You as an individual should be focusing on your leadership skills. It is very much important. We as a recruiter spend time in growing, learning, adapting, executing our leadership skills. Lead skills from within. You might need to learn from somewhere, you need to do it. So that is what the learning needs to happen. If you are working in a team, you got to understand how you can influence the team to do better. That is what the skills require. Communication and soft skills. What is that? Your English written communication skills. You might be using multiple softwares to do it, but that needs to connect with people, that needs to whomever you are sending an email, the way you are communicating. It is just not to do with emailing. It's about your presentation. It's about how you put things forward, because you are the one who need to address things, right? And soft skills, how you communicate, you got to focus on that. Learning analytics, meaning how you measure your performances. You might need to learn reporting. You might need to know how your own performance is going to impact your next 2 quarters. What is that you are doing? So from submission to shortlisting to interview to placement, what is that you have done? What is that you can do better? That's what you definitely need to focus. And you have to work on building a high performance culture. So you as a human being definitely have the potential and power to build a high potential culture, which is highly driven and energetic team that people love to get associated and work with you and with the organization. So imagine there is a high performance team, and everybody is excited and everybody is energetic, and you see there are a lot of opportunity for you to grow, and there is a artificial intelligence tools are already there in our organization to use to help you do your work better, and you have upgraded yourself. Imagine how all these things, it's a deadly combination. And I'm sure if manual works are taken by something else, by the software, you can spend a lot of time in upgrading yourself and your process. So this is my views. What do you understand? What do you think that this AI can do more than this? So if you have watched this video this far, so I request you to put your views in the comments, and if you like it, do share that in the comments. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Once again, this is Suman Pachigulla. I wish you to be a successful recruiter, and I'm on a mission to impact 5 million lives through recruiters. Take care and Jai Hind.